Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Shoebox. Today we are talking about February releases. Sit or sell? It's 2023. 2023, new me, new shoes. Better shoes? Maybe? We'll have to find out. Alright, my name's Alex. Thank you so much for coming and watching my content here at the Shoebox. I do have a small personal collection, but I hope eventually I can grow that collection to a much bigger collection. Alright, and let's get into it. So today we had the Air Max Scorpion Olive Era. So these are retail $250. So we're actually gonna do copper drop instead. I'm gonna say these are a drop. I don't think these are gonna do well. You know, there is some history behind them, but the Air Max Scorpion is not the best looking shoe. It's also not the best colorway, and I don't think it's going to be very high demand. So, for me, my personal preference, this is definitely going to have to be a drop. Okay, now tomorrow we have the Nike Ispa Sense Flyknit Sesame and Desert Ultra. Again, I think these are another drop. Just because, in my opinion, they're not the best looking shoes. It's not a very good colorway. That's a very thick, height thing. I don't know if people, I forget what that's called, sorry. It's tired. See, you can tell, I'm tired. It's late. So I can't think what the name of this is called. But I don't think people will be a big fan of how big that is. Okay. So I'm gonna say this is gonna have to be another drop. Now we have another undefeated Air Force One. This is the Wild Berry colorway. This is dropping tomorrow, February 2nd. I'm going to have to say, this is a cop. Now let me hear me out. This is a very, undefeated, and Nike always have some solid collaborations. And I have a feeling that people are really going to like the mismatched colors. There's the Dunk, the Dunk, that did pretty good. That's all these mismatched pieces. The Nike Dunk High and Low, the Dunks, did really well. And these are kind of similar, they're not Air Force Ones, the Air Force One. So I think these are definitely a cop. Just you might want to hold on to them for a little bit because I think they're not going to be super big at first. But I think if you hold on to them for a little bit, they will get bigger. More expensive. Alright. Also dropping tomorrow, we have some more Nike Ispa Sense Flyknit, Adobe and Bright Crimson. So, this might be a cop. It really depends on what you think. Because, it's the same shoe, but the colorway is a lot better than the Sesame and Desert Ultra. And also, I should probably tell you retail. So for these ones, the Sesame and Desert Ultra, they're $200. Then for the Wildberry Air Force Ones, retail is $160, and they're dropping tomorrow at 10 a.m. Then the Adobe and Franklin also at $200. They're also dropping tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I just think this is gonna do better because of the Klinsmann color. So I think this is also a cop and sit. Okay. Then also dropping tomorrow, we have some Air Force One Mid 07 Color of the Month. Retails $160. These, I don't know if people are gonna be that big of a fan. I don't know if these are gonna be that high of a demand either. So, obviously the Air Force Ones have history, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to do very good. For me, I think these are going to have to be a drop. Now, also dropping. So now we're getting to February 3rd. Dropping at 10 a.m. We have the Air Jordan 2 Lucky Greens. Retails $175. Obviously, the Air Jordan 2s have really big history. I'm going to say these are 100% cop. I don't even think you're going to have to let them sit. I think there's going to be a high demand for these shoes. So I think these are a cop. For a retail of $175. Then dropping on February 4th at 10 a.m., we have the Air Jordan 5 Aqua. Retail is $200. These, I think, will definitely be a cop, but you might have to let them sit a little bit. Because I don't know if the biggest I don't know. It'll be hard to say with Jordan 5s. This colorway might actually do really well. I think it will do really well. So for $200, I think there will be a really good high demand for this shoe. So maybe you would want to go for this. So that is a cop. Then we have hats and clothes and horseshoe channel. We don't care about this stuff. So, dropping also on February 4th at 10 a.m. is the Ajako One Low times the collaboration with Union and the white colorway. Retail at $150. Let me be honest. When I first saw this shoe, when I was just scrolling through this list, I thought this was a new Off-White. I think this is a 100% cop. Because from what I can see over here, there's that little swivel that's on like the Air Jordan 1 Off-Whites. But they're on the swoosh. But this one's like right here. Then there's this. I think these are going to do really well just because they kind of look like Off-Whites. If you understand me. And they're a nice colorway. I like them. They're Air Jordan 1s. And, I think they're going to do good. So, these are 100% cop. Okay. Oh, guys. Scroll. Keep scrolling. Then also dropping on February 4th is the Ajako One Low collaboration with Union Sail colorway. So all that changes the swoosh for a retail of $150. Just like the white, I think these are 100% cop. These don't look as much as Off-Whites, but I still think they're a cop. Yeah. Cop those. And I don't think those are going to have to sit. Nike's releasing a lot of stuff on February 4th. Not even kidding. Alright, getting to February 7th. Nike's releasing at 10 a.m. Nike Craft General Purpose Shoe in the brown colorway. Retail $109.99. I think just because Nike Craft has some history, this shoe's going to be a cop and sit. So you should cop it at the $109.99, but you might want them to sit for a little bit. And I think there'll be a high demand for them because the Nike Craft Blazers and all the other Nike Crafts did really well, but they had to sit for a little bit. So these are a cop and sit. Released on February 7th. Sorry, I keep having to scroll back. Also released on February 7th, we have the Air More Empto 96 Dark Pony and Soft Pink. Retail at $170. From what I'm seeing right here, this is a drop. Do not buy this shoe. I don't think this is going to do good at all. Just because it's like a brown with a pink, like a chestnut brown with a light pink. It's not a very good colorway. Personally, I don't like the big letters Air. I think these are 100% drop. Also releasing on February 7th at 10 a.m. We have a new Nike Dunk Night Maroon and Medium Soft Pink. Retail at $120. These I would not cop myself. But they might do good. I think at max, though, these are going to go up to $200, $250, around that range at max. And that will probably be that will probably actually be close to now, like as soon as they release. So I say cop and sell, but you're not going to get that much profit, I think. Then on February 9th, we have some new Air Jordan 4s coming out. But these are only going to be coming out in the women's sizing. And they're going to be retail of $200. So, I say these are a cop. I think people are definitely going to really like the olive green or the oil green. I'd say this is more of an olive green. I think they're 100% going to like that. I think this is definitely going to be a 100% cop. I think one day these will be going for $400, $500, $600 around there in just maybe a year. Maybe February 9th next year we'll see these going for like $500, $600. So I think that's a 100% cop. Then also coming out on February 9th at 10 a.m. we have the Women's Courts Aloe Verde for a retail of $100. I see these are a drop. Just that I don't think these shoes are very popular. The Courts aren't that popular of a shoe. And especially this colorway. Not that it's like bad, but this is like an off-white color. Like I'm not talking about Off-White the brand. The color white is like an off-white. And I don't know, I don't really like that. The green's a nice green, but I don't really like the off-white color. So I'd say this is a 100% drop. Now we're gonna wait for this to load. What the heck? Hold on. Technical difficulties. There we go. Alright. Then coming out on February 10th, we have the Zoom Kevin Durant 3s and Challenge Red. Those are going to be at retail of $130. I say these are a cop and sit. Just because KDs or Kevin Durant's aren't that popular, but this is a nice colorway with all the different shades of red. So I'd say one day these will be, in the near future, these will be probably $250. Then, also on February 10th at 10 a.m., we have the Zoom Romero 5 Wheatgrass and Cocoa Wow, or Cacao Wow, however you want to say it. I see these are a cop. Even though the Zoom Veremos aren't that popular a shoe, this is a very nice colorway just with all the shades of brown. And this nice orange swoosh adds a nice accent color to it. I'd say these are 100% cop. I don't know if you'll really get your money back, but I'd say these are definitely a cop. Shoot, I went really far ahead. Okay, on February 11th, we have another pair of Air Jordan 4s coming out. Man, these are a good looking shoe. At retail of Colorways Craft, at retail of $210. We have these Jordan 4s in an amazing gray color. I love this so much, and I really want it. I'd say this is a 100% cop. Jordan 4s are usually, that are like known to go up, are usually going up towards the $600, $700, $500 range, and I definitely see these shoes going up into that range. So I'd say these are 100% cop. Then on February 14th, Valentine's Day, we have a woman's Nike Dunk Low colorways Valentine's Day at retail of $110. I'd say these are a drop. I don't think they're going to do very well. They're just not very Valentine's-y. They're a white shoe, Nike Dunk, with, an off-white swoosh, a yellow heart, and yellow accents. Not that special. I'd say these are definitely a drop. Then on February 15th, we have the Air Jordan 1 High 85 black and white, or as I like to say, Panda colorway, a retail of $200. I think these are a cop because the Panda Dunks did very well. They were the all-white Air Force Ones, and they still are. And this is a Panda colorway, just in Jordans. And some people prefer Jordans over Dunks. So I say this is a 100% cop. Then releasing on February 17th, we have the woman's Air Jordan 1 Game Royal and Varsity Maze. Retails $180 smackaroonies or dollars. I'd say this is a cop. I have a feeling people are really going to like this yellow and blue color, or gold and blue. Especially people who, love blue. There's tons of blue on this shoe, and there's some red accents on the tongue. I'd say this is a 100% cop. Then on February 22nd, We have some more Woman's Zoom Remo 5. This is the Phantom Dust in metallic silver at retail of $160. This is a drop. Just like, you can hear the lack of excitement in my voice. This is a 100% drop. It's a ugly shoe in my opinion. Like this colorway, especially this metallic swoosh, 100% drop. Then on February 25th, we have some new Air Jordan 1 Cool Grays coming out at $200. I think these are 100% cap. No, I am not a fan of Jordan 5s, but the Cool Grays have done very well in colors. And my favorite Cool Gray, Air Jordan 6, not Air Jordan 5s. My favorite Cool Gray colorway is on the Jordan 3s. And, this is a pretty cool colorway. I love these. I think everybody else loves these. These are 100% cap. Now we're moving on. And that was the last shoe releasing in February. We can do a little sneak peek of what's to come in March. That's all you can see. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below, and like always, guys, peace.